Awesome, folks. This is Crypto with James talking to you today about some crypto news. There's been another hack. This is the second 9-figure hack we have had in a month. These are the risks that I suppose are run in the crypto space, particularly at the moment with bridges in particular. They're the biggest exploit that we see. So I'll get into everything that's happened. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel, first 26 coins I held. As you invested $100 into each of these when I release videos about them and you're still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for over 35 grand. They're not the coins I hold anymore. If you want to see what I hold, come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell. Guys, if you're new to the market and you're not really sure how to find your footing, then you can see exactly what I'm doing. I've been in this space for many years now. So you can see exactly what I'm doing and you can copy it. Nice and straightforward. One thing I consistently reiterate is, look, I bet this market is cyclical, as all markets are to some degree. So start building a list of coins you're excited about. I've been building a list of coins I'm excited about for the last few years. Coins that I think have immense long-term potential. When a bear circle kicks in, I'm going to watch how they retrace. I'm going to watch how they partner. I'm going to watch how they hit their roadmap targets. If they're doing those three things and I'm still bullish, I might have found a coin that 50x's, 100x's. This is exactly what I said with Phantom when I did a Udemy course saying it would be the best investment of the year. Right now it's up 220 times still from when I did that course. So when the bear cycle kicks in and I think those coins can 50x or more, I'm going to share them with the Copy My Crypto members. So if you want to be a part of it, click the link in the description and check it out. Right. So we had the Axie Infinity hack. That's believed to be Lazarus, which is a North Korean hacking group. So that was a $625 million hack. The FBI said on Thursday last week that the Lazarus group is responsible for the hack. The hackers actually stole 620, 625. The numbers keep changing. I think it was 625. In the cryptocurrency Ethereum, which obviously is a massive number. And the hackers managed to do this by an exploit on the bridge. So they used the Ronin bridge. So obviously it's the tough thing with all these hacks is obviously it paints crypto in a dangerous light. And the reality is people have lost money. Money is lost. And it's shit. It's properly shit. So far, in all of 2021, there was $3.2 billion stolen in hacks. In 2022, we've had Qubit Finance was hacked. That was 80 million in January. When the anonymous crypto blog Rect.news chronicled the incident. And then before the week was out, we saw the platform Wormhole was hacked for 325 million when attackers exploited an improperly applied security fix. The most recent one, Axie Infinity happened. That's an enormous one. And that was the Ronin bridge, like I said. So this is an ever-growing concern with regards to bridges. Bridge exploits are a lot easier for hackers. Polygon really got close to being done over before it was discovered. This recent one is obviously a big problem. This is actually something Richard Hart has spoken about multiple times. It's actually something that he's identified as why he's doing Pulse Chain, because the way he's done it and the way his team are doing it is a way that avoids the risk of bridges. You don't have to bridge the copying every asset in your MetaMask effectively, and is mirrored and matched and copied over onto Pulse Chain's network. So there's no risk for bridges, which is the big problem we've seen in the crypto space, certainly lately. And unfortunately, another one occurred in the last 24 hours. Beanstalk. So Beanstalk Farms lost over $118 million to malicious players. This was an exploit that happened literally just on Sunday. The hacker was able to pass the governance proposal, and the protocol's exploit left several tokens missing and saw its US dollar peg stablecoin drop below the dollar mark. So that exploit was pretty dramatic. The security company PeckShield reported the first hack on Twitter and said the hacker stole more than $18 million. The hacker used flash loans to obtain a large amount of Beanstalk tokens, and that gave them enough vote power to pass a governance proposal that drained all the funds on the protocol into the hacker's wallet. The hacker then paid back the flash loans from Aave, Uniswap, and SushiSwap and convert the funds to wrapped Ethereum. The stolen funds were then sent through the Tornado.cash mixer, because we know Tornado.cash is the thing that we go to. I've done a whole video about Tornado.cash. And the hacker, to be fair, also donated some of his stolen crypto to Ukraine. In fact, he donated $250,000 to Ukraine. Not that that's to be fair, I'm just turn of phrase. So, yeah, while it lost 180 million, the hacker only actually gained 76 million. So Omniscia, who is the firm responsible for the security audit for Beanstalk, said that Beanstalk launched the code with the flash loan vulnerability after its audit. It added in a post-mortem analysis that of the attack that it had not yet audited the exploited code. And this is something you have to be aware of. You can check codes, like Certic is the sort of standard, industry standard, and you can go on Certic. Like if something's been audited, you can see its audit. The audit is open to be viewed. So you can see if there are actually vulnerabilities. But obviously this is very recent after Axie Infinity. Now, one thing Tornado.cash are doing, it doesn't mean it's relevant necessarily to these hacks, but they're using Chainalysis' Oracle contract to block OFAC sanctioned addresses, which is just the Office of Foreign Asset Control. So that's effectively highlighting that, look, any Russian-based wallets, any wallets from countries that we're sanctioning are going to be blocked, or are they going to be stopped, because their financial privacy is essential, but it's not going to come at the cost of non-compliance. And the problem is Tornado.cash, that's so counter to what Tornado.cash has always been. So it's a really interesting situation for Tornado.cash. I can see them coming under a lot of scrutiny in the very, very near future. But unfortunately, this is it. And the reality is, right now, we are in a tapering month, and people aren't really talking about that too much. And they should be. It's relevant. The Fed, the minutes came out very recently from the March meeting. It was quite clear from everything discussed and from the tapering discussion that's happening at a speed that's twice as fast as 2017 to 2019. Historically, every time there has been a tapering, the first month of the announcement, there's been a retracement in stock markets, in every market. And the following month, the markets recovered. So right now, we're in the month after the tapering announcement. So May should, hypothetically, if history repeats itself, or if history rhymes, because it doesn't really repeat, but it does rhyme, next month we should see a bounce. And it's an interesting situation. But when the markets are suffering, we do see this ramped up media narrative. And we see it constantly. Like, anyone that's been in this space for a while knows what I'm talking about. You know, when things start taking a turn, you start seeing FUD, whether that's around environmental concerns or countries banning or hacks or anything else, but that narrative ramps up. And it's not then necessarily those incidents are unique, or those incidents are a one-off, but the way in which they're reported is put into almost a hyper cycle. So Bitcoin, crypto markets sort of been sideways with some occasional deep corrections, even if it was only for an hour or two. But at the same time, what you'll notice is, you know, BBC, Sky News, CNN, whatever media outlet it is, start reporting the negative stories more readily. And I think that's what we've got for the next couple of weeks. Unless the market has all of a sudden a massive bounce, and we start seeing, the market's recovering really well. That's what we got. We've got a fortnight, maybe more, of like some negative stories being reported more vehemently by the mainstream media. But it doesn't change from the fact that this shit happens and it sucks, and we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it, but we know it's an inevitability of what the space is, and it has been for a while. It's now just there's far more money in the market than there was 2 years ago, so you've seen a lot more hacks. Let's just be careful out there, guys. Secure your MetaMask. When you've given permission to use a bridge, after you've done that, go back onto your MetaMask and remove your permissions. You don't have to keep those permissions readily active. Security. Yeah, and that's it, really. It's a bit shitty, and it is shitty, and people will have lost money. Yeah, and it sucks. But what do you think about what I'm saying in terms of is the market? Are we going to experience a fortnight of shitty news stories? Do you think we are? I think we are. I think that's based on everything I've seen for the past, 5, 6 years, 7 years. I'm not convinced that we're out of any tapering tantrum month. So I think the next fortnight, some rough bullshit news stories. Not even bullshit, they're happening. These stories are happening. They're just being reported. Whereas previously they wouldn't have been. Yeah, that's it. Just, I know, I sort of try and give a bit of hopium, try and give a bit of positivity. It's a shitty news story. Hopefully the markets can start appreciating a little bit, but taper tantrum month, guys. It's that simple for me. Like the video, subscribe. You might not like the video, it's a miserable fucking story, but like the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when new videos coming out. And if you're new to the channel, or you've been in the channel, or you're new to the space, come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell. And the thing I can't wait for is a bear cycle. I love bear cycles. It's where you make your money. I've got a list of coins I'm really excited about long term. I'm going to watch how they retrace. I'm going to watch how they hit their roadmap targets. I'm going to watch how they build partnerships. If I think they're hitting all those targets and I'm still bullish, I'm going to be investing, and I'm going to be sharing those investments with everyone on the site. So if you want to be a part of it, make those gains, click the link in the description and check it out. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.